Hello everyone, I'm Carmen Somo. Welcome to my presentation on Singapore's fintech sector. Today, we will be applying McCann country analysis framework to understand Singaporean global leadership in fintech. This presentation will evaluate Singapore's economic, market condition, infrastructure, innovation potential, and regulatory environment, providing a comprehensive analysis of its competitiveness. Let's begin with the introduction to Singapore's fintech sector using McCann's methodology. McCann's framework helps us assess country's competitiveness by evaluating its economic health, infrastructure, and market conditions. Singapore has established itself as a fintech hub focusing on the digital payments, blockchain, and RegTech. As of 2023, Singapore is home to over 700 fintech companies, emphasizing payments, blockchain, and regulatory technologies. We call it RegTech. The country's strategic location in Asia, combined with the robust infrastructure, has made it a hub for financial service innovation. Now, let's analyze the economic and the market environment of Singapore. In 2022, Singapore GDP grew by 3.6%, primarily driven by the finance and the insurance sector, which has greatly benefited from the expansion of fintech service. Additionally, Singapore unemployment rate of 2.2% in 2023 highlights the strong job creation, particularly in the financial and the technological sector. This low unemployment rate has cultivated highly skilled workforce, driving innovation within the fintech. As shown in the table, the fintech market in Singapore grew by 20% in transaction volume in 2023, driven primarily by a pay now system which facilitates real-time digital payment. In 2022, Singapore also saw significant investment in wealth tech and the RegTech, with $50 million invested in the wealth tech and $63 million in the RegTech. This growth reflects the increasing demand for a digital finance service and AI driving regulatory technology solutions. So, I would say that this strong economic indicator, along with the favorable market environment, have helped Singapore fintech sector thrive. With continued investment in the digital service like AI and RegTech, Singapore is well positioned to maintain its leadership in fintech. Next, I will talk about the infrastructure and the logistics. Singapore world-class infrastructure has played a significant role in supporting its thriving fintech sector. One of the key components of its infrastructure is Pay Now system, which enables real-time peer-to-peer payments. Pay Now has become a central pillar of Singapore digital payment ecosystem. By the end of 2022, nearly 5 million individuals were using Pay Now for the transactions, and its corporate usage has doubled during the same period. This rapid growth shows how effective and popular the system has become in both personal and business contexts, making digital transactions faster and more convenient for everyone involved. But it's not just domestic payment where Pay Now making an impact. Singapore has been proactive in integrating Pay Now with other regional payment system to create a more seamless experience for cross-border transaction. For example, Prompt Pay in Thailand and Dude Now in Malaysia are now linked with the Pay Now, enabling individual and the business in this country to make payment easily across the borders. This has reduced cost, improved speed, and enhanced regional cooperation when it comes to the financial transaction. In 2022, Singapore took another major step by linking PayNow with India Unified Payment Interface (UPI). UPI is one of the most widely used digital payment system in India, and this connection significantly strengthened financial ties between Singapore and one of the largest economies in Asia. This move not only improved convenience for the people and the business, but also demonstrate Singapore's commitment to fostering closer financial integration with key regional partners. Looking beyond the regional initiatives, Singapore is also playing a leading role on global stage. A key example of this is Project Danba, which Singapore is working on in collaborating with the Bank of International Settlement, which is BIS. Sorry. This project is exploring the use of central bank digital currency, they call it CBDC, to facilitate cross-border payment in more efficient and secure way. The project aimed to develop a multi-CBDCs platform that could streamline international payment by reducing the reliances on the traditional banking system, which are often slower and more costly. By participating in these global initiatives, Singapore is positioning itself as a leader in the development of digital currency solution that could revolutionize global financial infrastructure. This effort reflects Singapore's forward-thinking approach to digital finance service and its commitment to staying at the forefront of technology innovation in finance. So, I would say that Singapore world-class digital infrastructure supported by a cross-border payment system and a strategic investment in fintech has cemented the country's status as the global financial hub. The combinations of domestic success with systems like PayNow and the international collaboration such as Project Danba put Singapore a strong position to lead the future of financial technology, not just regional but globally. Moving on to the Singaporeans' political and legal framework, the Monetary Authority of Singapore (MAS) play a vital role in regulating digital assets such as CBDCs, stablecoin, and blockchain project. MAS proactive approach is demonstrated through Project Danba, which focuses on using CBDCs for cross-border payment. In 2023, MAS also finalized its regulatory framework for stablecoin, ensuring financial stability while encouraging the innovations. Singapore has also introduced the Veritas framework for ethical AI use in fintech. This framework focuses on fairness, ethics, accountability, and transparency, ensuring that emerging technologies are used responsibly. Moreover, initiatives like the Orchid Project shows Singapore's dedication to staying ahead in the global fintech development. This regulatory innovation further enhance Singapore's leadership in fintech governance. The, the Singaporean government actively support fintech innovation through regulatory sandboxes. The MAS fintech regulatory sandboxes allow startups to test new financial projects in controlled environment. Singapore leadership in RegTech has also allowed financial institute to manage regulatory requirement efficiently. In 2022, USD 63 million was invested in the RegTech solution, like I said before, enabling the innovations in digital identification and know your customer KYC processes. Uh, Moving on to the innovation and human capital, in this we are going to analyze and explore the Singapore innovation capabilities and human capital, focusing mainly on investment in emerging technologies and workforce development. In 2023, Singapore saw USD 481 million invested in AI related projects, a 77% increase compared to the earlier that year. This investment has enabled fintech firms to leverage AI in areas such as fraud detections, personalized financial service, and regulatory compliances. Moreover, Singapore blockchain and cryptocurrency ecosystem attract USD 626 million in investment in 2023. This fund has driven innovation in decentralized finance and blockchain application, reinforcing Singapore's role as a leader in financial technology. Moving on, now let's talk about the educational system and R&D. Singapore's strong educational system also play a significant role in its fintech success. Universities like National University of Singapore (NUS) and the Nanyang Technological University (NTU) focus on technology and the data science, producing highly skilled workforce. The RIE 2025 plan, which commands SGD 25 billion to research and innovate, support advancement in AI, cybersecurity, and blockchain. These efforts further fuel Singapore fintech ecosystem. To continue with the educational and R&D, Singapore foster a culture of innovation through initiatives like FinTech Accelerator and Government-backed Innovation Hub. The MAS FinTech Regulatory Sandbox provides startups with a safe space to experiment new products. Additionally, Singapore hosts the annual Singapore FinTech Festival (SFF). This SFF is one of the largest fintech events globally, fostering collaborations and showcasing innovations. This event is essential for startups to gain visible and to get a secure funding. Now let's talk about the Singapore strategic location and proximity. One of the Singapore key advantage is its strategic geographical location. It serves a gateway to Southeast Asia, connecting major regional and global markets like China, India, Australia, and beyond. This strategic position allows Singapore to act as a central hub for trade and financial activities within the region. Singapore's port is one of the busiest in the world, facilitating a significant amount of regional and global trade. This makes it an ideal location for financial institutes that rely on smooth international transactions. The map on this slide highlights Singapore connectivity with neighboring countries and the major economic centers. Additionally, Singapore's location provides excellent access to ASEAN market, benefiting from various regional trade agreements. This agreement reduces transaction costs and improves financial inclusion which in turn support Singapore's fintech growth. To, to close proximity to this market allows Singapore to quickly adapt and capitalize on regional trends in fintech innovation. So, for example, Singapore integration with cross-border payment system in Southeast Asia such as PromptPay in Thailand and Now in Malaysia shows how its location enhances its role in regional finance service. By continuing to strengthen these connections, Singapore can remain a critical player in both regional and the global trade. Moving on to the recommendation and strategic growth, uh, I recommend that to ensure a continued growth, Singapore should maintain its focus on AI and the blockchain innovation by expanding its regulatory sandbox to explore more decentralized finance projects. Singapore should further its role as a global leader in the fintech. And also, Singapore should strengthen its cross-border payment integration, especially when emerging market in Southeast Asia. Expanding partnership with Global Institute will also enhance its position as a key hub for cross-border financial transactions. In addition to that, Singapore must continue to invest in talented development within the fintech space, collaborating with the educational institution and the private enterprise will also ensure a strong talented pipeline equipped with the skills in AI. However, Singapore faced some challenges such as the rising cost of compliances, which could discourage smaller fintech firms from innovating. To address this, the Monetary Authority of Singapore (MAS) could offer more support to startups such as providing access to RegTech tools that help simplifying compliance requirements. In addition to that, growing competition from other financial hubs like Hong Kong and London may pose a challenges for Singapore. So to stay competitive, Singapore needs to keep innovating in areas such as AI governance and digital asset management, while also strengthening its relationship with the global market. So, to conclude, Singapore's strength in digital payment, regulatory compliances, and AI and the blockchain innovation gives it a strong foundation to continue leading in the global fintech industry. By dealing with the challenges such as rising compliance costs and increasing global competition, Singapore can keep its position as a leader in financial innovations, ensuring continued growth and success in the future. Now, let me briefly walk you through the sources that have informed this analysis. This reference includes the report from trusted organizations such as Monetary Authority of Singapore, KPMG, and FinTech Singapore. They provide critical insights into Singapore economic performance, regulatory framework, and fintech advancement. I've also used data from government sources like the Department of Statistics Singapore, which ensure the accuracy of economic indicators such as GDP growth and unemployment rate. So thank you for your time to watch my presentation, and I hope the analysis of Singapore fintech sector provide valuable insight. If you have any feedback or question, I will be happy to address them. So thank you.